I think just being involved, being a longtime coach, and then just transitioning now into the athletic director role. This is my 9th year. I just enjoy, going to the competitions, being supportive of the kids, and just, I love every aspect of my job. So there's not anything, specific that, I can say, but I think the biggest part is just being around the game still and supporting the athletes as much as possible. It's such a huge advantage nowadays for whether it's family members that are out of state, people that are traveling, people that can't get to the game. It's such a advantageous thing to be able to broadcast the games out now, and the quality of it is just, high level. It's not the grainy, crappy films that you used to, have to watch. Everything is great. The families love it. I get nothing but compliments, from them, and obviously, it's a huge advantage to the people that are not able to be at the games themselves. Well, the bottom line is it doesn't matter what level you're playing at. Grandma, grandpa, and I'm from Connecticut, so they're down in Florida. They get a chance to still watch. Mom and dad are traveling or whatever, and they're still able to watch. So it doesn't matter what level they're playing on. Obviously, the focus generally always seems to be at the varsity level, but just for those other athletes, it's just as important. Like we said, I try to treat every event like that kid's Super Bowl, because in essence it really is. So the same thing with the being able to stream at any level too. The instant replay, it blew my mind. I didn't really know that it was like part of the package. I'm watching a game recently, maybe a month or two ago, and I'm like instant replay. When did that come to into play? And I was like, this is amazing. So yeah, it just obviously enhances the viewing platform for everybody, and anything that's going to do that, just like everything else. The better the product is I think the more people appreciate it, and so on. And not even immeasurable, like absolutely insane. What we used to have to go through, and now I've been with GoFan, I want to say about 5 or 6 years now, and I'm only in my 9th year. I remember what we used to have to do every single day for every single event. It was just, I was just talking to one of my assistants that, helps me out specifically in that end of it. And he was just like, it's just insane the amount of time, the, energy and everything else that we don't have to go through anymore because of the GoFan platform. When you don't hear complaints, things are going well. So, this is a perfect example. I never hear any complaints about that aspect of it. Once they get on board with it and they understand it, it's such an easy transition. And the fact that our league does it for all our tournament games, our state association does it for all the tournament games, it was just a nice, easy, natural progression for us to say, hey, they're doing it at league level, state level, we're gonna do it now at the school level, just to make everything consistent across the board. And like I said, I give zero complaints at all really about that. So I think when you get the kid that comes back to you, the athlete that comes back to you, when their time is done, just like anything else in life, you don't appreciate it until it's over with, and then stuff like that. When you get those kids that come back to you and just tell you how much they appreciate what I did for them, and they recognize those things. Those are the things. Even as a coach, those were the things that, and I have players that, 30 years ago, 35 years ago, I coached, and when you're going to their weddings and there's stuff, those are the things that just mean so much. And as an athletic director, it's pretty much the same thing. In the relationships that you form with families and coaches alike as well.